Pleased to be joined this morning by Michelle Fyfe, the cross country coach at Fayetteville High School. Good morning and happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. Good morning to you as well.
So, obviously, you're taking some time off down in beautiful Florida, and we wish we could all be there and enjoy the sun with you. But kind of where are we at right now with cross country? People don't think of cross country. Everybody's focused on football, but cross country, one of the sports, obviously, well, all sports are affected, but cross country starting up soon in the fall. Kind of where are we at right now in getting prepared for what we hope is the 2020 season?
Well, right now I'm just communicating with my kids via GroupMe, my team, and kind of getting them just running a little bit right now. And then tryouts and practice start July 6th. So once that happens, we're just going to take it from there. We use all the social distancing and precautions we can. Luckily, we're outside. We don't touch a lot of equipment. We don't share a lot of equipment. So in that regard, I think we kind of have it easier than some sports, but definitely going to still be, practicing the protocol that we need to.
What everybody, yeah, you mentioned social distancing, a little easier in cross country, but still, the kids have got to get out, and some may be reluctant to do that. What's the biggest challenge you face as a cross country coach in this Corona time right now?
I guess the biggest challenge would be making sure that all kids feel safe and that they feel safe around their families. Because I do know some of my runners have family members living with them who are immunocompromised. And so making sure that I can make them comfortable. So, I mean, I might have them come to practice early and run on their own early. So they're not, back with the team as in close proximity. That's one thing I definitely want to offer for, some of these runners who have these issues at home, for sure.
I've seen a couple of the sports manufacturers have come out with masks for athletes to wear during competition. Do you think that is even a possibility with cross country this fall where a mask might be involved?
I'm hoping not, just because it would be awful to have to run in one. As of right now, they don't have to wear them while they're actively practicing, so which is running. So I don't know. It's not a fun idea, especially in the humidity and heat of September in the South. So we'll see. If we have to, we will. But I'm hoping that we don't.
Yeah, and I don't mean that to be an unfair question, but that's kind of the situation coaches are in right now, because there's a lot of questions being asked that, one, you don't know the answer to now, and two, the answer could change by the end of the
Yes.
day. So how challenging is that for you as a coach, trying to maintain, as you mentioned, the safety of your kids, but yet follow the rules, and sometimes you have to adjust? I mean, because this is something that's not in the coach's playbook.
No, it sure isn't. I think what I've had to do during this time is really just go with the flow. And if a new restriction comes out, I have to follow it. And instead of getting upset about it or worrying about it, or just accepting and knowing that it's not just me that has to do it. It's my coaching friends in all the other towns and schools around the state and the country. So it's I've really had to step back and not let it worry me, because otherwise I would not have slept for months.
Understandable. The cross country season starts up. I think you all go to South Lake Carroll for your first meet, so I guess
Yes.
that might be up in the air. But boy, the one I'm really kind of concerned about, and I know everybody doesn't want to talk about it, and a lot can happen. But the chili pepper, not only is it a huge meet, but it's an important fundraiser for a lot of schools' cross country teams.
Yes.
Do we have I mean, is there? How big of an impact would it be if there was no chili pepper this year?
Oh, impact on all of us would be pretty crazy, because they give us about $5,000 a year, And they give all the major schools in Northwest Arkansas that, and then they give smaller schools a little less. But it would be a huge impact. It wouldn't be that would take away some of those South Lake Carroll trips and Nike South and KU Rimrock, or any of the other big meets we go to. It would probably take away one or two of those for our kids.
Yeah, well,
that we'd either have defenders.
Yeah, well, hopefully we have it. But the weird thing is, maybe if they have it without fans, then boy, that's a totally different aspect. But I mean, it's down the road, so let's just hope for the best and hope everything goes there.
Yeah.
You mentioned tryouts coming up. If someone's interested in trying out, what do they need to do?
We have tryouts on July 6th at 7:30 is for the incoming ninth graders. 7:30 a.m. at Kessler Park in Fayetteville. And then the 10 through 12, so the JV and varsity runners, their tryout would be at 8:30 July 6th at Kessler Park. Same place.
And as far as returning students, what kind of teams do you expect to have this year?
Oh gosh, well, we graduated some amazing kids. Well, unfortunately, they didn't get a track season, but we've lost our number one runner on the boys and the girls side. We lost 4 of our top 6 on the boys side. So we're rebuilding definitely on the boys side. The girls were still very young. Last year I had so many ninth graders that were incredible. So now I'll have them back, a little more experience under their belt, and just the nicest group of humans I think I've ever coached on the team this year. So it's going to be a fun year next year too, because so many returning kids are fantastic humans. So we'll see. We're going to be young and hopefully fast.
What do you enjoy most about coaching the kids? I mean, because I asked you that and you lit up and talking about your kids. What is it that you enjoy the most about this?
Oh gosh, just getting to know them and watching them they're just hilarious. Kids are the funniest people on the planet. And, watching a girl who'd struggled with times, get down and break like a 6-minute mile in a race, watching her face light up and watching that journey. It's very easy, to get excited about the fast runners. But I think the true joy in what I do is watching a runner succeed by hard work and just passion, and watching them go through the process. It's just and being around them. I mean, I've met some of them for social distancing picnics on parks and around, and it's the highlight of my day, just seeing their faces. So just being around their passion and their love of life.
Awesome. Well, do you have time real quick to play our quick quiz?
I do.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
First place to take the family to get a haircut or go to eat at a restaurant?
Oh, probably a haircut.
Can't go wrong with a haircut, for sure. Can you play a musical instrument?
Not at all.
Oh, but in terms of music, what's more likely to be in your playlist, country or rock and roll?
Oh, definitely rock and roll. But I do like some, Johnny Cash, but definitely rock and roll.
Last movie you saw in a theater?
Gosh, when the theater? When did that exist?
Yeah.
Golly. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I know I saw some chick flick with Jessica Phelan, the volleyball coach, but I don't remember which one we saw. We just decided to do a girl night at the movies before Corona, and it was some girl movie with I don't know, that Australian girl who was Fat Amy, whatever the show. She was like Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect, but it wasn't that one. But Jessica Phelan and I went and saw it.
Okay. We'll take that. And finally, more time spent cleaning the garage or doing yard work?
No yard work, unfortunately.
Yeah. No one has said garage yet.
No.
Maybe we're waiting for the fall. It cools down.
It's too hot. Yeah, right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, Coach, thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning, especially on your birthday. I mean, that was awful nice of you to do. So enjoy the sun and turf, and we will talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks, Blair.
Thank you.